Okay, first things first is you're going to have to get it out. And basically there's only one way for them to go. This is how it's oriented in the truck, in the firewall. Okay, so the controls, the flapper controls are up here. And this is the controls, the vacuum control for the defroster to floor. And this is the controls for the vents. And these are all vacuum pods. They're all controlled by vacuum on those older trucks. And so this is what we're trying to get to, this heater core right here. And it's pretty simple when it's all apart to take one apart, because it just bolts in from the inside out, and that's where your main vent is, and this is where your cowl goes for your deal. And when all the dash is out of it, it's really easy to just get in there and put it where it needs to go. But if you were doing this in the truck and having to change that out, if it was dumping water in the floorboard, you would have to take this is the blower motor and the air conditioner pod here next to the engine. You'd have to remove it to get to the bolts, because there's bolts that come through the firewall down here, these four, and there's one that screws in. There's bolts that come through the firewall that the bolt holes go through, that they bolt through. All right, and there's also one that screws in from the backside. So there's three of them that's going to screw from here, and one that screws from the inside. And this is where the heater core ports come through and where the vent goes through. But you have to remove this to get to those to come inside here, and you'll have to take the glove box out, glove box door off, the glove box itself out, and move ductwork out of the way, because it has to slide out and slide back in once you get it done. But since we have this already apart, we had this saved from another parts truck. We're just going to swap this out, and it's just some screws that hold everything in place, that plate, and there's going to be a bracket, but I'll show you all this. But it's pretty simple. We're just going to remove this one, and there's one there, and there should be, yeah, there's one down in here. So okay, so these little bolts ended up being 7 millimeters. All right, so they're not in there very tight. You can just zip them right out, but they're just 7s, and they're just plastic screws. Well, okay, maybe they aren't 7s. Well, that one was a 7. All right, let's try 6. Okay, so the 4 bolts are zipped out, and they were a combination of 7 millimeters and 1/4 inch. Okay, so once that happens, then I had to take this plate off, which goes right here like this, and they're just plastic screws. Okay, and then once that happens, you can pull this completely out, and that's how you get to the heater core that was here, this one, because actually it goes like this. This is the way it was sitting, and it's held in place. The reason I'm telling you like this is because my camera quit. So, all right, so this is held in place by 2 clamps. One goes here like this, and it just zips right out with a couple of screws. And one is this long bar clamp right here. This one goes across the end like this and holds it in place. So you have 2 pieces holding in place. And that's all there is to taking the heater core out. And that's brass. So take that to your metal recyclers, because you can get a couple dollars for that, because it is brass. All right, so then once we have the old one out of the way, then it's time for the new one, which is out of the box from O'Reilly's. Yay, O'Reilly's. And it's really a nice piece. It's aluminum, not brass. It won't rust. It might get punctured, but it won't rust. And then this one just basically goes right back into place where the original one was. And we're just going to cinch it down with the clamps. First one is going to be here. So this clamp goes here like this with a couple of, this comes with 2 there's going to be two lengths. There's going to be two lengths of screws. It's going to be a short one and a long one. This one is for the casings and everything connected to the case. The short ones are for these little brackets that hold this heater core in. All right. So we're just going to take. I'm just going to take this bracket right here, and there's no right way or wrong way to put this in. You just got to get it started so it'll hold itself in place. Back in the holes. Like that. Remember, these are the short ones, not the long ones. And it seems kind of chintzy, or cheap, but boy, does it work. Once you get these things locked in, you know, you're going to have no problems. Like I said, these are just 1/4 inches, and you just suck them down. Just like that. And that's all there is on the front side. And on the back side, all it takes is this little spring-loaded little clip right here that goes up again, like that. Keeps it in tension. And again, short ones. Go back in the holes. Just like that. And you've just now installed your new heater core. Aluminum heater core. Then it just basically goes back in the hole. So we're going to take this here. We're going to slide this back in. Make sure that this flapper piece is still in place where it goes, right? Then we'll take our plate, and this is the control plate. This is the control from the heater, that hot and cold, okay? And that's all it is. It's like a throttle cable, and you just mark it hot or cold, and these go back on. Think they just go back in the holes. There's nothing special about this. That's that metric one. I know where it goes. All right, now that part's in, and then we just go back to putting it back in the spots. And the other short one, the 5th short one, goes right here in this hole, right, to hold it in place. Yep, that's the pain in the butt. The ones on the ends, on the sides, on the inside down here, they're the ones that are a pain. But, yep. Then we'll dump this out. Just like that. See, we'll get this one in the hole. Nope, that's going to be a pain in the butt, so we're going to do something. We'll probably do the tape trick on this one. But that's all there is to it. And then once that's done, it's just a matter of putting it back in the truck. But that is how you take that old crusty nasty and put in a brand new nice new one in its place. And that's how you change out a heater core. So if you're still here, like, share, subscribe, smash that button, hit that bell, tell your friends. Check out UncleBuckStuff.com for some merch. Y'all have a great day, because a great day today could mean a new not leaking heater core in the morning. Y'all be good.